What is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should buy the V40. So even after all the reviews and comparisons, I'm still getting questions, so we're going to kind of round everything up in this top 5. So first off is the price. Right now, the renewed version is $220 on Amazon, and people ask me about the renewed version. Yes, I buy renewed versions all the time. It should be in great quality, and you have that 30-day window if it is not in good quality. So no real risk with these renewed versions. One of the first things is the price to spec ratio. So like I said, $220, you're getting a flagship feeling phone, basically a flagship phone, and it is really nice glass and metal design, aluminum frame. It's IP rated, so it can get wet. You also have a massive POLED display on here, 1440p, 537 for the PPI, and all that means is that when you come up really close to the phone, if my camera will focus, it just looks like it's painted on. It's very high resolution display here. So you will get Android 10, Snapdragon 845, Adreno 630, micro SD support, 64 gigs and 6 gigs of RAM, and you have the headphone jack on here, USB Type-C. You also have NFC, fast wireless charging. This thing is packed with every feature you could want for $220. You can't really get better than this. Number 2 is going to be the Hi-Fi Quad DAC. So if you're still one of the minorities that listen to wired headsets these days, everyone is going wireless with the AirPods and Galaxy Buds. You get a superior sound quality with wired headphones still if you have a good pair, but you can use the Hi-Fi Quad DAC on here, as you can see, and DTS 3D surround sound. So you have great equalization on the LG V40. So if I just come into these settings here, you can see normalized volume, and then I have my equalizer I can play with, and then the balance and all that stuff on here. And I have sound presets, digital filter. You can do a lot of stuff with the sound to get it to sound exactly how you want it to sound, and I just think that's great. So if you have high quality audio files, the V40 is going to be a beast, especially if you have some very premium headphones, and this is definitely going to be the way to go for you. Next is going to be the camera. So you have a triple camera setup, 12 megapixel standard, 12 megapixel telephoto, and a 16 megapixel ultra wide, shoots in 2160p, 30 or 60 fps, and then you have a dual front facing camera as well that shoots in 8 standard or a 5 megapixel wide, and that shoots in 1080p. As you can see from the stills here, you're getting some great images in pretty much any lighting condition. It even does really good in kind of a low, kind of cloudy, gloomy kind of day as well. You also have just really good color science and great dynamic range on here, great sharpness. This is overall a really good camera for the price that you're paying for it. I just really enjoy taking pictures with here. Like I said, LG has some of the best color science as well. It's almost always dead on with colors. So excellent camera, one of the highlights on here. And like I said, with that selfie camera, you get a wide angle lens. If you take a lot of group selfies or stuff like that, that's going to be extremely helpful. Now next is going to be, of course, gaming. This is an excellent gaming device since you have that Snapdragon 845, 6 gigs of RAM, and like I said, you have an extremely high resolution display here, so gaming just looks absolutely beautiful. You're not getting super choppy frames. As you can see, we're on Call of Duty. If I go to settings, and it maxes out graphics on pretty much anything. As you can see, very high, very high. It's just a game that I actually play. Gaming on here is fantastic. If you're a gamer, gaming on a big display, 1440p, graphics on high for $220, you can't really go wrong here at all. It's definitely a steal here. So this is just a beast when it comes to gaming. It definitely excels in this area. Last on the list is the speaker. So LG's boombox speaker on the V40, it's not as loud as the G7, interestingly enough, but it's still a really good speaker, especially when you're holding it. You can actually feel it thumping and vibrating in your hand. It's a very, very cool feeling here, and it is still pretty loud. It's just the G7 sets such a high bar. So like I said, you can hear that vibration, or not hear, you can feel it. You can feel the vibration, and it's just a really nice feeling when you're holding your phone. And plus, it's only one single firing speaker, so imagine if they had dual speakers on this guy. It would be absolutely nuts. But yeah, excellent speakers. So that is pretty much it. That is my top 5. What are some of the things that you guys love about the LG V40? Be sure to let me know, and I will catch you guys in the next video.